This is Sienna, and you are watching AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from AMBY, and I would like to welcome you to my interview with Sienna the Savage. Hello.
Hello.
How are you? Pink is
Good.
up. I love it already.
Already got to throw it in.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you for joining me once again.
Thank you. Thank you for having me once again.
Of course. We are here at BCW where a lot of crazy stuff just went down in the ring. So how are you feeling about everything tonight?
I feel okay. Things didn't turn out the way I wanted them to, but I feel good physically, not injured or anything, so that's always a plus.
Since I last saw you, it's been pretty much exciting ever since because you won the Global Force Wrestling Knockouts Championship.
Yes.
So congratulations, that's
Yes,
massive.
thank you. For the second time. Don't forget that part.
Of course, of course. How has life as champion once again been treating you?
Amazing.
Yeah?
Life as champion is always amazing.
No complaints.
No, never.
Well, there are so many faces that you portray on Impact. I believe there was one night where you made a collage, and it was pretty much running the gamut of emotions. And I love it because you portray them, you convey it, and you really mean it. And I think my favorite is the what the hell. So I don't know if you could kind of give me a slight tutorial on it because it is just perfect.
On how to do it?
I know it's instinct when you actually do it,
Yes.
but I feel like a lot of fans would want to get something out of that.
To really pull that off, you really have to. We can cuss on this, right?
Absolutely.
I do remember that. You really do have to throw all fucks out the window.
Yeah.
Without that, I don't think that you're really going to come across genuine. So you have to have a little bit of hate, a little bit of bitterness deep down in your soul for whatever reason. It can be non-related to whatever you're looking at, but you have to have that in you to really portray that that emotion. So, which one specifically do you want?
I like the what the hell with the hands raised up, and sometimes you do the pinkies up, where you're just like what?
I think when I was like,
that's perfect.
Something like that.
You do the head nod too, which
just kind of
really
like
gets it.
That was me at my wit's end, really. That was like Gail had come out, Taryn had come out, Allie had come out, and then Karen came out. That's what it was. Once Karen came out, I was like, just bring everyone out. I don't care. And it was just kind of like you throw your shoulders up, your arms come out, and just all expression. Actually, with that one, I feel like expression leaves your face because you're just like, who else? Anyone else? Anyone else want to come out? Audience, do you want to jump in the ring? And so you just have to be at your wit's end.
You
to feel that.
You definitely have my favorite expressions every night
Thank
whenever
you.
I watch it. So
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, I've been following you on Twitter for a very long time, and I love the tweets that you sent out. So I have some right here that I would like to hear more about.
Then I will not throw your card.
You
this
will not
time.
throw, because I actually have to read the tweets, so I don't misquote
I will allow
you.
it. I will allow it this time.
So the first one is pumpkin spice is trash. Fight me. I never got into that trend. Did you not get into it, or just the concept of it bug you?
I never got into it. It's not one of those things where it's like, oh, this is popular, I hate it. It's not like that. I tried it. Actually, what inspired that was I had coffee and I saw that there was the pumpkin spice creamer available. And so I went, okay, it's the season, I'll try it. Yeah. And it ruined my entire coffee.
Oh no.
That's why I tweeted that. I was so upset. It was such a waste. Yeah. I'm like, what are we doing? Why does everything have to be pumpkin? Like, why can't we just leave? If it's good, just leave it.
Just leave it.
Yes. No need to reinvent the wheel.
The other tweet that I have here, which I love because I totally see this, is I always got in trouble as a kid for having a smart mouth. Little did mama know it would one day be paying the bills. Did you get in a lot of trouble as a kid?
I did. I had a very smart mouth. I don't think that comes as a surprise, really. I remember being out with my friends, I must have been like 12, and being around the block from my house and just yelling. I don't even know what we were talking about. I must have been yelling at whatever local neighbor kids. And one of the neighbors came out of the house and yelled at me and told me to stop, probably swearing, I would assume. And when you're a kid especially, you're very rebellious and no one can tell you what to do. And my own mom isn't going to tell me what to do, so neither are you, random person. And I don't even know what I said to him, but I know that I'm assuming he followed me home, which is really creepy, but told on me. So he knocked on the door and told my mom that that her daughter has the mouth of a sailor. I remember that specifically.
And how did your mom handle that? Is she used to it?
No. And I don't mean to give off the impression that I was one of those kids that was like, F you, Mom, because my mom would have backhanded me immediately. But I don't remember what happened exactly. Maybe that's not a good sign. But I do remember she was upset, of course. And I'm sure I got a good talking to, at least.
Okay. Something that I loved is that you actually got to salsa dance recently with Marty Bell.
Yes.
And it looked like you had such a good time over there.
Oh my gosh, yes.
How did that end up happening?
So we went to the Dominican Republic. We were there for like a week and a half.
Okay.
And the first half we stayed in La Romana, and we also went to Santo Domingo, mainly staying with her family. So her mother and father both live there. And so we stayed with them. I got to see the real DR, and I got to go to just like the cool spots all around. Like I had my own personal guide in Marty Bell. And the second half we were at a resort for a wedding for a friend. And yes, I've been wanting, salsa dancing was actually on my bucket list, and I finally got to do it in Dominican Republic. Marty Bell taught me how to, I mean, it might be basic salsa, but it's salsa nonetheless, so I'm proud.
Did you catch on pretty easily?
Yeah, I already knew how to bachata, which is like side to side for the most part, and then salsa is like back and forth. So it was just like almost the same footwork, but just a different direction. Salsa is more difficult though, so it was. It took a second, but I got it.
What would you say is your favorite dance move? It doesn't have to be a salsa move at all.
A dance move?
Dance move.
I really do like bachata. It's pretty simple, the basic steps, and I love the music. So yeah, I think that might actually come as a surprise to people.
Okay. Do you speak Spanish?
I do.
You do, because the way that you said everything there was so...
Santo Domingo,
effortless.
like that?
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking to myself, yeah, I would not be able to pull that off if I did not speak Spanish. I know last time we talked about music and how you went to that crazy choir concert with some of your friends.
Yes.
So many people after the interview, by the way, absolutely loved that story and the little photograph. So I'm really stoked that you shared that.
Awesome.
But have you been to any gigs since?
Oh, have I? I've been to musicals lately, but
Really?
not. I don't think I've been to a concert since I
Okay.
talked to you.
I didn't know if you'd like musicals or not. Like,
I do. I wouldn't say I'm a buff, but I definitely have gone to some not so good ones. I actually saw Phantom of the Opera for the first time.
okay.
Within, I don't know, was it last Christmas maybe? And I mean, I think I talked to you after that anyway. But I forgot to mention that, so that's a thing.
Okay, well, there you have it. If you could have any artist write some entrance music for you, who would you love to see do that?
Coolio.
Okay.
Coolio, if you're out there, please give me the rights to Gangsta's Paradise. Let's talk about it. Actually, it's funny you mentioned that because have you ever heard of the song "It's So Cold in the D"?
No.
I
don't believe so.
The one that's like "It's so cold in the D."
No.
No.
I like how you did
it's
that,
not.
though.
Yeah, you have to like.
So cold.
So I think her name is T Baby.
Okay.
It basically became like a viral video.
Okay.
Years ago. The D referring to Detroit, and I think the YouTube video has like 900 million, or I could be way off on that, but I was just looking at it recently because she just came out with a new single, which she hasn't come out with something since So Cold in the D. You have to watch it because it's a great video. So anyway, she came out with a new song, and it's like I should have looked this up before, but it's Detroit something, and I tweeted her. And I was like, we need to work together. I forget what I even said, but it was something like, can you sing my new entrance music or whatever? And she wrote back and was like, yes, I would love to work with you.
Really?
So I'm like, we need to, like, yes.
You obviously meet a lot of cool people in this industry, but when
Yes.
things like that still happen, you get a reply or a tweet, do you still geek out inside? Like, does that still hit you? Or
I guess it depends on who it is.
Of course.
Especially when it's people that you looked up to as a kid. Of course, that's cool when you see they're following you or they write back to you. So it reminds me of how people might feel if I write back to them or like their stuff or whatever. I mean, we didn't have Twitter when I was 12, but yeah, it definitely is cool. It would depend on who it was though.
Okay.
I mean, after a while you do get kind of like, I don't want to say numb to it, but it depends on who it is.
Who would it have to be to make you just go, like, lose your shit? You can't say Coolio.
I know, I'm like, I already said that. I already used that answer. However, I think it was like last year, 2 years ago, Lil Jon followed me.
Oh.
And I was like, yeah! So.
Perfect.
Yes.
We'll sure up things up. Anything you would like to leave to all of those watching?
I mean, same thing as last time. You gotta keep it classy, you know what I mean?
Of course.
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Sienna. That's it, just at Sienna. You can check out my Patreon, which is also linked on those pages. And yeah, pinkies up always.
Always.
Can we do a pinky
Pinkies up.
promise?
There we are. I love a pinky promise. And I have to say congratulations on actually getting Sienna. Like that
that was an accomplishment. It really was.
itself.
People are like, dang, you must have had this forever. And I'm like, no, and last year that was it. Like, I got connections, okay?
Clearly.
However, I will say, like, people, it's cool because I'm sure I get like extra followers. I notice a lot of people named Sienna follow me. So they must like want, I get DMs from like 12-year-olds that are like, can I have your name? Will you give it to me? Like, I'm going to be like, okay, sure, have it.
Take it away.
Like, what? But it's also very annoying because you get tagged in a lot of stuff. You will find out how many people do not understand how to tag someone in a photo. So they just like it'll be an old lady or a 7-year-old that's trying to tag like their grandkid or their horse, and they just write like at Sienna, like why? Like, do you not click on it and then see it's going to someone else's profile? I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I unhide them all. I like untag myself all the time. It's so annoying.
I feel like we need to collect some of them and maybe just do a little slideshow. Or
I might have to,
That's
I might have to
crazy.
screenshot some of them and just give an example. Yeah.
Show crazy it is.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say thank you so much for catching up once again.
Thank you for having me again.
You are always the classiest.
Thank you.
Very welcome. And remember, to everybody viewing, you can visit us at musicblogger.com for all exclusive interviews, features, videos, and so much more. See ya.